You guys gotta get yourself a Twister Orange Strawberry Banana Burst. Yeah. You guys gotta get that flavor. It's fucking delicious. Fucking delicious. This NXT show tonight. Is there such thing as a 2 thumbs up? My God. The beginning of NXT tonight. If that doesn't get you ready for NXT TakeOver New York WrestleMania weekend, you're not fucking human. You're not human. And I'm gonna tell you why. One simple thing why. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. I was telling this to myself as soon as TakeOver War Games finished. I told myself, what if NXT was to book the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? And we get all of a sudden, we get a few months later, like we're in November, we're going into March, as we build towards NXT TakeOver New York. Okay, cool. What if Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano was the team up? You see, this is what I do. I think outside the box. I think outside the box here. Now, hold on. Let me finish. What if we got Ciampa and Gargano teaming up in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? They win their first match. They didn't go to the semifinals. And then all of a sudden, just when Tommaso Ciampa was starting to trust Gargano, you snap. If you're Johnny Gargano, the right time to snap on Tommaso Ciampa is when Tommaso Ciampa is starting to trust Johnny Gargano. Now, I didn't read the spoilers for the March tapings. I didn't read no spoilers. Did not read no spoilers. I would never spoil anything for you guys. But this is what I'm thinking coming out of the box. Outside the box, I'm thinking. During this tournament, during this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, we're going to get Johnny Gargano. This is prediction here. Prediction. Like I said, I didn't read no spoilers. Gargano is going to snap on Ciampa. And then we're going to get Ciampa, Gargano, NXT TakeOver New York WrestleMania weekend for the NXT Championship. Now, this cannot be just an ordinary match between Gargano and Ciampa. It just can't. It just can't. From what I'm predicting here, one or two things can happen. Either of these two matches can happen. Match A, I will book Gargano and Ciampa for the first time in NXT history. Book Gargano, Ciampa, Hell in a Cell for WrestleMania weekend. You don't think Triple H already has this match in the back of his fucking mind? He's got it all booked already. It's only a matter of time. You gotta put certain pieces into the storyline. Now you can do Gargano Ciampa, Hell in a Cell. That's match A. Match B, you can do a 3 stages of Hell match. You can do a street fight. You can certainly do a street fight. You can do a ladder match. And for the third fall, you can do, alright, first fall, you can do a regular one-on-one match. Second fall, you can do a street fight. Third fall, if necessary, a ladder match for the NXT Championship. I can see Triple H going either one of those two things. But if I was to book this, I'm booking Gargano Ciampa, Hell in a Cell. You want to end that rivalry. There's no better matchup to end the rivalry than Hell in a Cell. You want to make this the biggest takeover of all time? You want to make this a historic takeover event? You book Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano at NXT TakeOver New York WrestleMania weekend inside Hell in a Cell. Now you got to think about this here. Tommaso Ciampa's like Triple H. When you look at Johnny Gargano, you see Shawn Michaels. Remember how those two rivalries ended up going to? Between Triple H and Shawn Michaels? One of the greatest rivalries of all time. Of all time. Gargano and Ciampa could possibly just top that at NXT TakeOver New York. But nonetheless, guys, this was a really good NXT show. Action-packed. My God. If you guys are not... Let me say this now about Dominik Dijakovic. If you guys are not behind this guy, you're a fucking casual. You're a casual. Dominik Dijakovic, my fucking God. He is a fucking monster. And when Vince McMahon sees this guy, instant push. The second he gets called up to the main roster, instant fucking push. I see money in Dominik Dijakovic, and you guys should see it too. This is your official NXT review, guys, for your Wednesday, February 27, 2019. I'm, of course, Chris, on this Dominican Independence Day. So, yo, yee. If you guys don't know already, I'm, of course, Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys enjoyed NXT tonight, I want you guys to smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment down below what you guys thought of NXT tonight. And do you guys think that Triple H should book Gargano versus Ciampa Hell in a Cell or a 3 Stages of Hell match? I'm going to put a poll on the annotation on the upper right hand corner of your screen. Go, guys, and vote on that poll. Also, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells for all notifications. Check out the content that I've put out this week. Monday Night Raw review, man. Roman Reigns returns and Joe Anoa'i is now cancer-free. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Monday Night Raw wasn't that bad of a show. It had a few good moments there, but honestly, with, you know, the return of Batista just made everything up for what happened to Becky Lynch. Made everything up. Go ahead and make sure you guys go check out Monday Night Raw review. That video will be in the upper right hand corner of your screen in the annotation. Also, I did a Call of Duty Black Ops 4 gameplay for all you Call of Duty Black Ops 4 fans. I did gameplay on the KN57. The first game I just violated with 44 kills. The last 2 games, just full of sweats and prestige masters. You know how it all is. Go ahead, guys, check out Call of Duty Black Ops 4 gameplay where I did gameplay on the KN57. The sweat, folks, is 100% real. Just like the AEW effect. Also, guys, check out SmackDown Live Review, the return of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens returns and replaces Kofi Kingston for Fastlane. Now, I know you guys are still going crazy to this day. Oh, Chris, why did Kofi Kingston get replaced? It paints a better picture. Watch my SmackDown Live review. I've said everything that I've got to say. Also, I'm just gonna take a little piece of SmackDown Live review. If you're a Kofi Kingston bandwagon, do not worry. This paints a bigger opportunity for Kofi Kingston to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. It paints a bigger picture. So be grateful that Owens got Kofi's spot, because we all know Kofi Kingston and Kevin Owens was not going to win the championship at Fastlane regardless. So there you go. Make sure you guys check out all the content that I provided so far this week on the channel. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris_WFB, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button down below, ring those bells for all notifications. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Let's go over NXT review, bro. Let's go over NXT review. This was a damn good show. Really good show. So Gargano heads to the ring and says it's been a pretty interesting past couple of weeks. He says, as one of the newest Raw and SmackDown, as the newest members of Raw and SmackDown, he's been able to show the entire WWE Universe what NXT is all about. Gargano comments about his title match against Velveteen Dream last week, and how he said after TakeOver Phoenix, he introduced everyone to Johnny Champion. But in his first test, he lost the title. Crowd with a Johnny Failure chant. Thank God. Sheesh. He says he failed himself and all the fans and prefers the Johnny Champion chant. Gargano says he still feels like a champion but doesn't have a championship. He goes to say he realized the only reason he's had any success around here, and all of a sudden, the champ, the beast, Tommaso Ciampa's music hits. My God, do I love Tommaso Ciampa's theme song. I fucking love it. From the stage, Gargano says they both know Gargano is at his best when he's next to Ciampa. They proved it already on the main roster. Whenever they're in the ring together, they win, except for last week. Ciampa says he offered to help, but Gargano wanted to go at it alone and lost the title. Ciampa says while he's standing there with the title, Gargano is without one. But that doesn't have to be, since the Dusty Rhodes Classic has returned. Ciampa says the winner gets a title opportunity at TakeOver New York, the big stage, the bright lights. If they team up, they will be champions. Ciampa holds his hand out, and Gargano shakes it. Ciampa smiles and heads back up the ramp. If this doesn't smell Gargano snapping on Ciampa, I don't know what will happen. I don't know. Now, we got word that the Dusty Rhodes Classic will begin next week on the next episode of NXT. So this was a really good segment, but you start to think Ciampa's starting to trust Gargano. It's only an opportunity for Gargano to strike when the opportunity presents itself. Hold on to your seatbelts, folks. This is going to get good. This is going to be one of the best storytelling ever. Ever. So backstage, we got Kathy Kelly talks with Ricochet about him having unfinished business with Undisputed Era, despite making noise on the main roster this week. Ricochet says he understands if he fights one member of the group, he's fighting all four, but he's okay with that, with Aleister Black having his back. I love that tag team between Black and Ricochet. Love that tag team. He knows Undisputed Era is in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, so he says he's off to tell William Regal that he and Black want in on the tournament. Just sign me up. Sign me up. Ricochet and Black versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish? Sign me the fuck up, bro. Sign me up. So outside, Gargano follows Ciampa. They bump into Candice LeRae, who isn't pleased. Yeah? Again, huh? Gargano says to trust him, but she's not happy and heads off. Candice, believe me, Gargano knows what he's doing. You'll just see. You'll just see. Remember, this is the same guy. This is the same Tommaso Ciampa that took Johnny's wedding band, spit it all over it, and tossed it to the crowd at NXT TakeOver Chicago. In that Chicago street fight. Trust me. You think Gargano forgot about that? No. 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 Finally, we got some action going on here. Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. Aaliyah's beautiful, by the way. She's fucking gorgeous. Versus Tandra Conti and Exia Lee. This match didn't do anything for me. Nothing at all. I'm being completely honest with you. I love Aaliyah. Don't get me wrong. I want to see more of Aaliyah, but this match didn't do nothing. Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah win by pinfall. Bourne gets in a blind tag, though. Takes down Lee and Conti. Aaliyah with a running blockbuster yanking Lee over Bourne's knee. Cover for the 3 count. There you go. This match didn't do anything for me. This match didn't do anything for me. Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah win. Earlier today, Velveteen Dream enters the building. He goes to answer a question, and Undisputed Era rolls up to him. Now, just give you a matchup between Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole. Sign me up. Sign me up. Or Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong. You know how good Roderick Strong is? You know how good he is? He's so good in the ring. I wouldn't mind seeing a match between Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong. I wouldn't mind it. Not one bit. So, Velveteen Dream enters the building. He goes to answer a question, and Undisputed Era rolls up on him. Adam Cole says he'll be the new North American Champion soon enough. Cole also says the interviewer should be talking about Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, who will be the next tag team champions. Dream lets them know, I don't have time for you boys, and walks off. Man, do I love the Velveteen Dream. He's just fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Backstage, we got Kathy Kelly. Says she's waiting for Regal to finalize the teams for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. She hears a bunch of yelling in the distance, and cameras roll up on Bianca Belair and Io Shirai arguing with each other. They eventually get separated. Now, during NXT, I found this little piece of information from William Regal's Twitter account. If Bianca Belair and Io Shirai both think that they deserve an NXT Women's title opportunity, in 2 weeks, they can fight it out. And the winner will go on to face Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver New York. So we're going to get Bianca Belair and Io Shirai one-on-one in 2 weeks' time. Looking forward to that matchup. Really looking forward to that match. Then we got Keith Lee. Man, do I love Keith Lee. Versus Dominik Dijakovic. This was a fucking physical match. I love this match. This match was the match of the night. Match of the night. I swear to God, when you look at Dominik Dijakovic, I see money in him. And like I said in the open of this review, when Vince McMahon takes a look at this guy, immediate push. Let me tell you, Dominik Dijakovic, give him time in NXT, he's going to be that next mega star. That next mega superstar. But this matchup, this was hard-hitting. Literally and figuratively a hard-hitting match. I love Dominik Dijakovic and I love Keith Lee. I love those two. Two of my favorites so far on the undercard of NXT. Let me tell you, man, the future is bright when it comes to the main roster. The future is bright for NXT. The future is bright. And yet people say, oh, NXT is a, it's like a AAA thing. You know, like Major League Baseball? You know, like Major League is like the Major League, like the big stage. Well, the minor leagues is like, single A, double A, triple A. I don't see NXT as a minor league system. I don't. NXT has way more talent than they do on the main roster. That's honest opinion. That's my honest opinion. Also, I ran into somebody today on Twitter that said that Andrade Cien Almas is not underrated. Then what the fuck is he? I'm gonna show you guys the tweet. You guys think I'm playing? I'm gonna show you guys the tweet. You guys think I'm joking? You guys see it right there, right? Can this just zoom in? I can't really let this zoom in or anything. There you go. Ace Bomb 2. What does IGWC native? What does that have to do with Andrade Cien Almas being not underrated? Nothing. You know who's underrated in freaking NXT right now? Keith Lee. Dominik Dijakovic. Humberto Carrillo. That man is under fucking rated, folks. Humberto Carrillo from fucking 205 Live, under fucking rated. Underrated. Nobody talks about that guy. Nobody talks about Keith Lee. Yet you want to say that Andrade Cien Almas is not underrated? Then what is he? Overrated? Are you fucking serious? This is the guy. This is the same Andrade Cien Almas that gave you the match of the year in 2018 against Johnny Gargano. Yet you're gonna say that he's not underrated? He says, I'm a IGWC native, and everyone says Andrade is not underrated by the fans. WWE just doesn't use him. He's a victim of being not booked. He's a victim of being overlooked. What made you think Andrade didn't get pinned on SmackDown Live last night? It shows that they have plans for Andrade. If anything, I'm going to take it a step further. I got Andrade Cien Almas winning the Money in the Bank contract in 2019. You want to bet on that? I'll bet any type of money you want on that. Andrade Cien Almas in 2019, he's going to win Money in the Bank. And I guarantee you, by the end of 2019, Andrade Cien Almas will be the next WWE champion. Guarantee. Guarantee. Fuck out of here, Ace Bomb 2. Suck my dick, dude. Honestly. Back to this matchup. Dominic Dijakovic versus Keith Lee. This match was hard-hitting. Hard-hitting. But this match ended in a double countout. You think, now I'm thinking to myself, when this happened, I'm thinking to myself, I could see this match happening at TakeOver. We haven't seen Dominic Dijakovic yet at a TakeOver. I would love to see him at a TakeOver against the likes of Keith Lee. I wouldn't mind a matchup between Keith Lee and Dijakovic for NXT TakeOver New York. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. But this match ended in a double countout. Dijakovic heads to the second rope, leaps, double chops his chest. There was a whole bunch of chops during this match. My God. Sheesh. Lee lifts and spikes Dijakovic, pin, 2 count. Crowd is really enjoying this one. Dijakovic with more strikes, landing a running kick that sends Lee out to the floor. Dijakovic on the apron looks for a Asai moonsault and takes out Lee. I'm telling you, Dijakovic, for a man of his size, performing an Asai moonsault. Oh my God. He's just, oh my God. They both land hard on the ramp and are slow together. Referee starts counting his 10 count, and neither can get back into the ring. Double count out. Crowd wants him to keep going. Starts up a "We want Regal" chant. I'm telling you, I love the NXT universe, man. Fucking fantastic. Post-match, they want to keep going at it, but referees are out to separate the two. Dijakovic tells Lee, "I'll see you later. Just give me a matchup between those two at TakeOver. Just give it to me already." I'm sure you guys would want to see that match at a TakeOver. Fantastic stuff. This was a great match, but it ended at a double countout. So, we got the teams, and I have the bracket here on my phone. So the teams will be Ricochet and Aleister Black, DIY. Only Lorcan and Danny Burch. Mustache Mountain will join Undisputed Era, The Forgotten Sons, Fabian Aichner, and Marcel Bartel, and the Street Profits. The first round matches are Mustache Mountain versus Street Profits. Sign me the fuck up for that match. Only Lorcan and Danny Burch versus The Forgotten Sons. DIY versus Undisputed Era. Black and Ricochet versus Aichner and Bartel. Those are 2 good matches that I'm looking forward to. Mustache Mountain versus Street Profits. And Black and Ricochet versus Aichner and Bartel. Sign me the fuck up for those 2 matches. Sign me the fuck up. The tournament will begin next week. So Regal, as I told you guys earlier, Regal said in 2 weeks, Io Shirai will face Bianca Belair, and the winner will take on NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler at NXT TakeOver New York WrestleMania weekend. Looking forward to that match in 2 weeks. All of a sudden, we get a surprise. We got NXT. We got the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Bayley head out to a big pop. Crowd with a welcome back chant. Banks says it's good to be home. And their journey to become tag champions began right here in NXT. She said NXT. It's NXT, honey. NXT. I know that she has a Boston accent, but I understand. Bayley says the last time she and Banks were in an NXT ring together was Takeover Respect, where they main evented their Iron Women match. Fantastic match. I advise you guys to go watch that match. Bayley says they want these titles to be the most sought out, talked about titles in all of WWE. Banks says they plan on taking the title from Raw to SmackDown to NXT. Bayley says the NXT women's locker room better step up, and maybe next time they return to NXT, they'll defend the women's tag team titles. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I would have Bayley and Sasha defend the women's tag team championships at TakeOver New York. Against, well, it depends on what happens with Io Shirai in 2 weeks. If Io Shirai doesn't beat Bianca Belair, I can totally see Sasha and Bayley go against Kairi Sane and Io Shirai. I would love that. Give them at least 15, 20 minutes in the ring at TakeOver New York. A classic. A classic. But it was good to see Sasha and Bayley back in NXT, man. Really good to see them back. Really good to see them back. Sasha, when she did that promo in NXT tonight, she looked happy that she was back in NXT. And that's good. And that's honestly good. I love to see Sasha smile like that. She's beautiful. I just love it. Finally, guys, main event. NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler going up against Mia Yim in a non-title match. This was a good match. Good match. Like I said this last week. I want to see more of Mia Yim. I really do. Because not only she's beautiful, she's talented in the ring. And she impressed me during the Mae Young Classic last year. She impressed me. I'm like, I want to see more of her. I want to see more of Mia Yim. But I asked myself, could she hang against the likes of Shayna Baszler? Excuse me. The answer to that question, she could. She could. But like I said, I want to see more of Mia Yim. Do I think Mia Yim is able to win the NXT Women's Championship? As Bobby is hitting me up right now. Bobby, what's up, brother? Do I think Mia Yim is capable enough to win the NXT Women's Championship? She needs a little more work on her character. I'm not saying she's bad in the ring. She's good in the ring. Just that I want to see more of her. I want to see her perform at a TakeOver. I want to see how she performs in a TakeOver. But this match was good. This match was good. I think this was so far her best match in NXT so far. This was her best match. Her best match. But Baszler wins here. Baszler was focusing on Yim's right leg all match long. And I thought for a second, after Yim hit the what was the finishing move called? I think her finishing move, I forgot what her finishing move is. Can you guys tell me what her finishing move is? Because I forgot what that move is called. I'm trying to look for it in my notes here. I wrote it down. I just can't find it. No, I can't find it. But anyways, Baszler won this match technically. She won this by submission. So Yim looks to finish things off, but Baszler hits a penalty kick, rear naked choke locked in. Yim tries to break the hold the same way. Baszler wraps her arms with her legs, and Yim is forced to tap. It's a great match. Great match. Shayna Baszler wins via submission, and NXT goes off the air. This was a good show. Fantastic show. Let me tell you this now. NXT, they got some shit going on. They're starting to build slowly towards TakeOver, and I like to see that. This is around the time where you gotta start building towards NXT TakeOver New York. You gotta see what matches is gonna be in, who's gonna be part of TakeOver, who's gonna be competing for a championship at TakeOver. A lot's starting to happen, and I think on this set of tapings, we're gonna find out who's gonna be competing against who at TakeOver. Who Velveteen Dream is gonna defend the North American Championship against? Who's gonna win the freaking Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? Who's gonna face the War Raiders at TakeOver New York? Who's gonna face Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship? And will we see Gargano and Ciampa again for the NXT Championship? Are you going to complain for another Ciampa Gargano match? I'm not. To be honest, they can fight forever. I don't care. They can fight forever. All I'm saying is, can you imagine Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa for the WWE title? Ooh, bro. Goosebumps I just got just by even thinking that. But NXT was a great show tonight. We're gonna start the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic next week. It should be good. This should be a really good tournament. I'm really excited for this tournament. I really am, and I hope you guys are excited as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed NXT review, smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. Make sure to comment down below what are your thoughts of NXT tonight. Also, I'm going to put a poll up in the upper right hand corner of your screen in the beginning of this video. If Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano fight for the NXT Championship at NXT TakeOver New York, what match would you want to see? Hell in a Cell or 3 Stages of Hell? Let me guys know down below in the comment section as well. What's your thoughts on NXT tonight? If you guys haven't already, check out the content that I have provided so far this week, beginning with Monday Night Raw review, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 gameplay, and SmackDown Live review. Make sure guys to check out all these videos. These videos will be in the upper hand corner of your screen in the annotation. Right there. Okay. Follow me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris_WB. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you're new to the channel, if you guys love what you guys are seeing on the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells for all notifications. We are dangerously close to 50 subscribers. My road to 100 subscribers will never stop as long as I'm providing you guys with content, weekly, daily content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy NXT tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. And as of right now, the poll is just about to end. I guess I'm going to review the No Way Out pay-per-view of 2006. Make sure you guys be on the lookout for that video. Hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for Throwback Thursday and also for Friday, Top 10 Fridays. I got a secret Top 10 video for you guys that you guys do not want to miss. What is it? You guys are gonna have to wait until Friday. And also, I will give you guys episode 9 of the reality podcast on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. Talk to you guys later.